Hey mama, welcome to this restorative prenatal yoga video. My name is Maya. Today's class is perfect for if you're low on energy. And I mean, rightfully so. You're growing a whole human being. So, if you're feeling low on energy today, you're in the right place. All we are going to need for class is a yoga mat, a bolster, and this is very important today. If you don't have a bolster, you can always substitute this for a firm pillow or like a couch cushion. A couch cushion would honestly be the next best substitute. But if you don't have either, then a firm pillow or two or maybe even three would be a great substitute. So once you have all of the things you need, we will come down onto the mat and sit on top of your bolster. Find a comfortable crisscross position. I would like to challenge you to bring the opposite foot in front. So usually everybody has a leg that they naturally want to put forward. Today I would like to challenge you to switch that and put the awkward leg in front. Just settle in here. Just notice how that feels. And when you're ready, we will close down the eyes. Maybe placing one hand on your baby and the other hand on your heart. Take a big breath in through your nose and open the mouth to let it go. Inhale in and exhale. One more time, inhale and let it go. Relaxing the shoulders, pulling them away from the ears, relaxing the face, and softening through your body. Taking a moment to notice how you're feeling mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Taking a moment to give your baby a back rub, sending them some love, letting them know just how loved they are. Letting them know that they are safe. And reminding yourself that you as well are safe and loved. Release your hands to the knees. Drop the chin to chest. Slowly begin to take neck rolls. Going as slow as you would like in one direction. And taking this in the other direction. As your head comes back to center, find your neutral spine, elongating through the back. And as you're ready, we will come off the bolster and meet in tabletop pose or box pose. Go ahead and slide your bolster to the side. I would like to invite you to tuck the toes. And on your inhale, glancing up for cow pose. And as you exhale, tucking the chin in, rounding the spine as you push the ground away. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale. And exhale. And continue this, following along with your breath. And the next time you're in cow pose, rocking the hips side to side as you sway through the shoulders. And finding your cat pose, rocking the hips side to side as you sway the shoulders. In continuing this, once again, following along with your breath, rocking the hips side to side as you go through cat and cow pose. And do this one more time. Finding your neutral spine. Bring the knees wide and the toes to touch as you push back in your child's pose. Resting the forehead down on the mat. If this is not accessible today, you always have the opportunity to keep the chest up. I highly recommend this if you're having a lot of acid reflux. Or you could even stay up here. Find what works best for you today, knowing that this is your practice in your body. And we'll take 5 cycles of breath. And when I say take 5 cycles of breath, I mean long, full inhalations and exhalations. So notice your breath. If you are breathing shallow right now, I would like to challenge you to fully inhale and completely exhale, filling up your lungs all the way and emptying the lungs all the way as well. Okay, 2 more breaths. And as you finish your last exhale, walking the hands in, slowly bringing the knees back together, and coming back into the box pose, swaying the hips side to side. And as we're here, we will take big circles. imagining that you're drawing a big oval with your belly. Go 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction. Beautiful job. Okay. On your next inhale, extend the right leg out behind you, flexing the foot. Hold here for a breath. And as you exhale, bringing the knee to that front right arm, resting the knee down, and finding your pigeon pose. So taking pigeon pose with your back leg straight. If this is too intense, don't worry about it. This is just the goal. You always have the opportunity to bend that back leg so that both legs are at a 90 degree angle. Once again, this is your practice. Whichever option you choose is perfectly fine. I would also like to invite you guys to grab your bolster, placing it in front of your right shin, and walking the arms down, placing the forearms on the bolster, or maybe your forehead on the bolster. Okay, so settle into whatever position feels best for you, and we will rest the forehead down. We will take 10 cycles of breath here. I know 10 feels like a lot, but it's really not that much, and you can do it, okay? So while we're here, I would love for you guys to really focus on the breath. I know oftentimes our mind wanders and does a lot, but if we focus the mind on the breath, then we have an anchor to focus on. And when we're thinking about the breath and the body, our mind is not bouncing all over the place. It is likely that you will have moments of your mind wandering, and when you notice your mind has wandered, just bring your attention back to the breath and begin counting again. Okay? I'll see you in 10 breaths from now. And as you're ready, slowly pushing yourself up, coming on to the right hip as you swing the back leg forward and switch out the legs. Taking a moment here to feel into the hips. Just notice the difference between your left hip and your right hip. And as you're ready, finding that box pose. On your inhale, lifting your left leg, holding here for a breath. And as you exhale, bringing the knee to the left elbow as you rest it down and find your pigeon pose. Once again, take the same variation that you took on the other side, whatever that might be. And respect the fact that your body is going to show up differently on each side. And that's totally okay. So, once again, resting the arms on the bolster and taking 10 cycles of breath. If you're feeling a pinching sensation, just walk the foot closer to the hip. Knowing that feeling is doing. And today's practice is all about feeling into the body. Slowly begin to push yourself up. Gently move the bolster off the mat. Swing the back leg around. Planting the feet here. Just taking a moment to notice. And come back into your box pose. Rocking the hips side to side. We will take a modified side plank. So rotating your left leg as you extend out the right leg and reach the right arm up to the sky. With that top arm, let's take circles going in one direction. Glancing down at that supportive hand and going in the other direction. Big circles. Bringing your arm back up to center and reaching it up and over that ear as you really stretch out through the right side of your body. Making sure that your foot is firmly planted on the mat. And we'll take one more cycle of breath here. And as you're ready, releasing that arm down and coming back to your box. Swaying the hips side to side once more. And taking that modified plank on the other side. Reaching the left arm up. And taking big circles here. Glancing down at that supportive arm. And reversing the circles. Beautiful job. Reaching the arm up and overhead. Taking that side body stretch, ensuring that the left foot is firmly planted on the mat. And take one more breath. And release. Coming back to the box. Take your legs wide and your toes to touch as you push back for your child's pose. This time, I would like to invite you to thread the needle. So optional, you can take the right arm and bring it under that left armpit, resting the right ear down on the mat. You can stay here, or with that left arm, bring it around the lower back. We will take 4 cycles of breath. Unwind the upper body. And switch sides. Left arm will come under the armpit. And rest the head down. You can stay here, or wrap the arm around the lower back. And take 4 cycles of breath. And as you're ready, unwinding the upper body. Sitting yourself up, bringing the knees together. And we will find our final resting pose. So with the bolster, we are going to prop yourself up near a wall. And that's my apologies. I should have said that at the beginning of class. So I'm sorry. If you're not up against a wall, please pause this video and go find a wall because you need one. So sorry again. Mom brain, guys, okay? They always say pregnancy brain, and that's such a real thing. But after pregnancy brain, you have mom brain. So I'm so sorry. I'm suffering from mom brain. But we need a wall. So go find a wall, okay? We're going to get your bolster and prop it up right next to the wall. Okay? Longwise. Now, this is going to be fun for some of you and tricky for others. Hopefully more people find this fun, okay? So, what we are going to do is place your hip. You're going to place like one butt cheek on the bolster, right? Okay. You guys following here? It's going to get a little crazy. Okay. Trust me. Trust the process, okay? So, bringing the left arm down to the mat. We will support with the other arm on the wall as we swing the legs up. And slowly lowering yourself down. Feel free to, of course, plant your feet on the wall and adjust your hips as needed. And we will take this resting pose. It's called legs up the wall. Ironically enough. Okay. So the idea of this pose is that we're bringing the blood flow all the way down from the feet into the hips. This is really good for alleviating lower back pain. This is really good for ankle swelling. This is also really good, obviously, for pregnancy for all of these reasons. But this is awesome for honestly anybody. This is great for anybody and everybody. When we have all of the blood flow out from the feet, we are kind of forcing the circulatory system to regenerate and renew itself. With all of that being said, let's settle in here, allowing all of the blood to flow out of the feet, closing down the eyes, and bringing the attention back to the breath and back to the sensations in your body. As you inhale and exhale, mentally count 1 and continue counting the breaths. The goal is to reach 10. If your mind wanders at any point, notice that the mind has wandered and bring the attention back to the breath, starting back at 1. Noticing where you're holding tension, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your face, unclenching the jaw, and just fully sinking into this moment. We will begin pointing and flexing through the feet. You can stay here, or if you would like to bring the knees down, you can bend the knees as you bring the feet together and open up for butterfly pose. Taking a moment to open up through the hips and allow the blood to rush back to the feet. And as you're here, trying your very best to relax through the hips, letting gravity do the work, reminding yourself that you are safe. Once again, checking in with the body. If you feel tension anywhere, just relaxing it. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing the fingertips, softening through the face. So I would like to invite you to stay here for as long as you would like, as this is where we will end practice today. But before I go, of course, let me show you how to get out of it. Okay. So with your right arm, we're going to extend it up above the head. And with the left leg, we are going to come into a fetal pose, bringing the knees together. With the left arm, reaching it over as you're rolling off of the bolster. And just slowly inch the hips off the bolster until you are completely on the floor. Resting the head down on the extended arm and just staying here in fetal pose. And really just staying here, giving yourself a moment to reground, giving your body a second to process what has happened, and to just soak in the benefits of this practice. I would like you to stay here for a minimum of 5 breaths. And after taking at least 5 inhalations and exhalations, slowly push yourself up, coming out of the fetal pose. Find your comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me for today's yoga video. I would greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and even share this with somebody that you love. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.